There comes a point in time where every man has to be smart. He has to not care about the feelings of others, and he has to look out for himself. And I believe we are living in those times right now. What I have seen, and what you have seen in these days and times, is that men are falling victim to modern day women because they haven't protected themselves. Now, one of the things that I've caught hell for in the past is the fact that I tell men to protect themselves in ways that a lot of modern day women would call misogynistic or would call problematic. However, like I said, I really don't care. I would prefer my freedom as a man over your hurt feelings. I would prefer my freedom as a man over the fact that I get called a misogynist. I would prefer my freedom, and so should you as men. Now, what am I talking about? There are a lot of men out there that are very sexually active, okay? Men in positions that are sexually active. And men in sexually active positions, especially if you have a little bit of status, are putting themselves in and around women who they don't know a lot of the time, don't respect second of the time, and trust far too much. They're letting them in far too easily because a lot of these men, in my personal point of view, are blinded by vagina. They're blinded by the fact that they can get these women's vaginas, okay? And so these women know that. These women are not stupid. These women are here because they know that they can get you because of their vagina. Now, it is upon you, it is down to you as a man to protect yourself. So, this is what I advise. I advise every single man out there who is sexually active, okay, to protect himself. I advise him to put recording devices wherever he is, okay? Whenever he has these interactions with these sexually active women, he needs to record himself. We have seen Benjamin Mendy no longer play football for 2 years, okay, because of accusations of sexual assault. His whole career has been ruined by some women who said he done something, and he was eventually found not guilty. We saw Johnny Depp ruin his career because he trusted a woman who was crazy.
And then he had this like black mesh tank top, not tank top, it was like a meshy kind of shirt on. And I remember he came into the trailer and looked around and was like, whoa, what happened here? Whoa. And Johnny had an exchange with him. And I remember watching this man be so charmed. It was just a kind of a surreal experience. And, you know, it just went away. You know, that just got fixed. We walked out of the trailer at some point. My dog stepped on a bee. We went to the vet and went on with our, you know, vacation. We actually went to another location after that and then eventually went home and went about our life.
She was crazy. We saw Johnny Depp lose out on millions and millions of dollars. Why? Because of a crazy woman, okay? And the thing about this is, how many men have to go through the same thing for other men to protect themselves? We saw Benjamin Mendy's career ruined by some women who claimed that he done something that he never done because he chose not to protect himself. The one person that did choose to protect himself was Johnny Depp. He had video recordings of him and Amber Heard. Now, when Amber Heard first came out and said that she was being sexually assaulted or a victim of abuse of some kind, everybody believed her. Everyone believed Amber Heard. Why? Because women get believed. Because they have tears. Because they have sympathy. Because people generally think that women are always right. Women are always right. If a woman says something happened, then obviously it must have happened. No. The modern day woman has learnt to use lies and manipulation to her advantage. She has learnt that, okay? And this is what men a lot of men do not understand. They can be taken advantage of by these modern day women quite easily. Their life can change within 7 minutes of them getting horny. Within 7 minutes of you getting horny, bro, your life could be totally different the next day. You could be sitting in a jail cell. You could have people at your door that you don't want at your door, the whole thing. So, men, start putting recording devices wherever you are, whether that be audio recording devices or visual recording devices, wherever you are with modern day women. Now, I know a lot of women are gonna be like, oh, look at this misogynist. Look at him. What about consent? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, what about consent when Benjamin Mendy is accused? Did he consent to being accused by all these women? Did the multiple cases where men are found innocent, did they consent? No. So consent is really gone out the window. That word consent, when it comes to men, doesn't really apply. It only applies to women, because men's consent doesn't really get looked at. People don't really care about men's consent. All that men have to do is, it's very hard out there to be a man, and I know this, right? You just have to protect yourself. You don't care about people's feelings. All the women are gonna be in the comment section like, oh my God, he's a this, he's a that. Fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. Because your freedom is worth more than their words. Do you know what I mean? Like, your potential or your perpetual freedom, is worth more than their hurty words. We don't give a damn about a woman calling us or men misogynists. We don't care. And I think modern day women need to learn to understand that we don't care. What we care about is our freedom and our right to self-determine ourselves. That's what we care about. We don't care about hurting your feelings. You are in a position as a woman, talking to the women now, you are in a position to change a man's life forever. And a lot of the time, you do it out of spite. You do it out of spite, and you do it out of regret. You see, when you live your life in an emotional bubble, when everything is deemed out of emotion and not logic, anyone can be subject to that. Anyone can be subject to your change of emotions. And you don't understand as a woman that when you change your emotions and your emotions change and you feel differently about a certain situation, that is soul destroying for certain people. That is career destroying for certain people. But a lot of women don't care. Oh, I feel this way right now, and I maybe never felt that way last night, but looking back in hindsight, I feel that I shouldn't have done that. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna play victim. I'm gonna play victim, and I'm gonna get someone in trouble. I don't care, as long as I don't look like the bad person. For some reason nowadays, modern day women have this thing about looking like the bad person. They are never in the wrong, okay? They have never done anything wrong in their whole entire life. It's always someone else's fault. They have no accountability for the things that they do. If they do something wrong, it was because they felt something. It's because I felt a certain way. When you deal with people that live in their feelings consistently, you will be subject to those feelings. And that can mean that you can be subject to having your whole life ruined. And a lot of men don't understand this. So my advice to men is to protect yourselves, okay? Protect yourselves with audio recordings. Protect yourselves with video recordings. If you're one of those men who come into contact with a woman that you don't know that well, and you don't really trust that well, but you've trusted her enough because, you know, you got horny and you wanted to invite her back to your house, if you ain't recording, if you ain't protecting yourself and being head of security for yourself, you've messed up. You've messed up. There's too many men messing up. There's too many men finding themselves in positions that they don't need to be in because they didn't think about protecting themselves, because they trusted people that they don't know too much. I've said this and I've been saying this for the past couple of years. Women need to stay the fuck away from me. Stay away. I don't give a damn if you're a fan. I don't care if you like my content. Listen, I will be very polite. I will say hello to you. I might shake your hand. That's about it. As long as it's in a public place, that's it. Do not expect anything else from me. I'm telling the women, I am not being caught. I'm not being caught like these guys. Hell no. I prefer to be looked at as gay. I prefer to be looked at as broke. I prefer to be looked at as a misogynist. I prefer to be looked at as anything, as an alien. Look at me as that. As long as I've got my freedom and I'm able to keep doing what I need to do, I'm good. Say whatever the hell you want about me, just don't take my freedom away. I don't want to see the inside of a jail cell. I don't want police at my door. I don't want the press at my door taking pictures saying that, Sa Ra Garvey's a rapist. And I don't want that in my life. So say whatever the hell you want. Go in the comment section, say whatever you want. I don't mind. As long as I got my freedom, I couldn't give a damn. A damn. I'm telling you, I couldn't give a damn. Because in these days and times, men are being caught for the strangest and the silliest things. The strangest and the silliest things men are being caught for. And I'm sitting back here just thinking, if only he had protected himself. He trusted too much. He thought that that person had his best interests at heart. And they actually didn't. Damn. That's another man gone. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't real sexual assaulters out there. Real people that commit SA. Real people that do it, right? But a lot of these cases aren't that. A lot of these cases now are women just saying something because they want money. Saying something because they felt a certain way. Saying something because things didn't go their way. And that is the modern day woman for you. Men need to protect themselves from the modern day woman. She is a manipulator. She is a liar. She is somebody that wants things always her way all the time. She is someone that will go out of her way to mess up your life and feel no remorse. That's who she is. I've watched too many videos online. I've experienced things in my life too many times for me not to have this opinion. And I'm only having this opinion not because I'm a misogynist. I'm having this opinion because this is real. There are men losing careers over this, okay? And the thing is, a lot of men don't speak about this. A lot of men don't speak about the stuff that they're going through when it comes to these modern day women. A lot of men are silent because we've been kind of taught. There are men out here who are going through struggles with their baby mama. There are men out here that are going through struggles with their partner, who if the roles were reversed, people would say this is physical abuse. Oh, this is mental abuse. Oh, this is psychological abuse. But in the case of a man, it's not that. It's just like, oh, you know what? You're a guy, you gotta just get on with it. Right? So I'm saying, and I'm letting men know, protect yourself from this modern day woman. She doesn't have your best interests at heart. You as a man must have your own best interests at heart.
Fuck all of their opinions. Fuck them.
Don't give a damn about their opinions. Let them call you gay, broke, misogynist. Let them call you everything. Just let them keep talking. You protect yourself.